Hello. I was just given a little nudge by God and Jesus to talk about my testimony here today. And this is to help all people who have loved ones who have either passed away or are on their journey of transition to eternal life. I want to say that in my experience, I know Jesus is there ready to hold them and help them and their family members with the transition into the everlasting eternal life. My mom recently passed, and I'm so sad and lonely without her. Life is not the same without her. However, I do also consider it a blessing that I was there with her in her last days. I was there the night, 10 days before she passed, where she woke up and she was speaking in German, which is her native tongue. And when I said, "Mom, who you're speaking to?" she said she's speaking to her father and mother. And then she asked me who the children were to the left of where she was. And I said, "What children? I didn't see any children." And I said, "Do you think you're thinking about your grandkids?" And she goes, "No, there's a group of children there." So anyway, we woke up and she became a little bit more lucid, and she said that she didn't know at first where she was. And I said, "This is your house." And so then she saw that it was indeed her house and her bedroom. And I said, "Where were you, Mom?" And she said, I was flying. And she said that she saw her mom and dad, and she said that they had told her that they had told her that they have waited for her long enough, and that it was her time to transition, and that she would be joining them in 10 days. And I asked, "How do you know that, Mom?" She goes, I said, "Because are they going to have a party for you when you arrive?" And she said, she nodded her head and said yes. And I felt like that was such a blessing. And after that, after she told me that, she told me some things, things that she wanted to give to different people and for me to have. And she then said that I'm not going to die tomorrow, but in 10 days is when I will be going. And I'm at peace. She was totally at peace. She took off her wedding rings. She was so at peace. She had been in pain before and moaning in her sleep and groaning, but she was definitely in peace when she went back to sleep. And I could see and sense that in her body, that she was so calm. And the next several days, she did the things that she wanted to do. We went to the hairdresser, got her hair done. She got her hair dyed and fixed the way she always had every Friday. And the miracle was that the restrictions during COVID had just lifted, and so she was able to go to see her hairdresser. And then we had her favorite yogurt and ate her favorite foods in the next several days. And then what we did was we called in hospice, and hospice came to take care of her and help me as well. And so it was a beautiful time, and we had such a beautiful, beautiful time. her granddaughter Jasmine came with her fiance, and we did a impromptu wedding. It wasn't a real ceremony, but we made her the ring bearer, and she was able to celebrate their union. And we just celebrated her and her spirit and her loving spirit and who she was. And so we were really sad when she passed, but several days before she passed, she had even said, and my brother heard this, that she had seen her grandma, who was her favorite person to hang out with as a child. And so I really believe that her parents were there, her grandparents were there, and she was at peace. And for the rest of us, for us family members, I really feel like they were there, present in the house. They were all present in the house, and they were there helping me and giving me strength, and everything just turned out and worked as planned, and there was no difficulty or no there were like hard times, but it seemed like when we were making preparations and everything, that everything seemed to work just fine and flow. So I just wanted to share that with everybody, that when it is all of our times, we will be greeted by friends and relatives and be carried over to new life. So I just wanted to share that. Thank you. I have some other stories, and I'll be posting those later. Okay. God bless you. Bye-bye.